Good evening, it's Brian here at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. Welcome to one of my favourite cars of all time. This is a Honda Civic 1.5 Turbo and this is an S design model. Brian is my name. If there's any information you want on this particular car, please do not hesitate to give me a shout. 086 843 1945 if you want information about this car, trade-ins or finance.
When I say these are my favourite car, these are actually my favourite car. The great thing about these is they look cool, they're a bit distinctive. This is polished metal, which is one of the best colours as well. €280 a year for road tax, 45 to 50 miles per gallon, in other words 5.5 to 6 litres, and it's 182 horsepower with turbo and a VTEC setup.
And this particular one has a sneaky little ace up its sleeve because it is not quite brand new, it's nearly new, so it's got a discounted price, and we can also make you an offer on a scrappage car. If you want terms and conditions on it, just give me a shout. 086 843 1945. So for a nice car like this with under 8,000 kilometers on it, this is serious value for money. So what we're going to do in this video is have a look around the outside of the car, which is super spectacular. I know you've seen some of it already. We're going to have a bit of a drive in the car. It's going to run through the features with you, and then we'll have a look to see what's inside it. But really, on a car like this, you got to come look at it and come see it. It's such a nice car, and it's quick. So let's see how it accelerates. The first thing I always like to do when I get into these 1.5s, and this is unique to the 1.5, we have this turbo meter along through here. So hopefully this view here will give you some idea what the car is like in terms of acceleration. So we're just going to stop dead here, as you can see. And I'm not driving the car, I'm not going to go past the red line or anything like that. We're at 0, so we're going to floor the car. Into second. Into third. That's 100 kilometers an hour. And this will give you some idea what it's like to drive on the road. It's a lovely flat chassis. Doesn't pitch and stuff. It just feels nice, even if I put my foot down. I love the way the turbo meter spools up and you can feel the rush of the turbo coming along then as well. I'm in 6th gear, pulling along, but it's warm hatch. It's not like a really hardcore one, but you can have a bit of fun with it, and it's something just a bit different, a little bit sporty, but not too hardcore that you can't cruise and have fun in it. But if you want to go back into 4th or into 3rd, put your foot down on a back road like this. Oh my god, such fun. 3rd gear into 4th. We don't exceed that speed limit. So let's head back up the road. The sun is so bright, oh my god. And starting off, 1st gear into 2nd, into 3rd. Oh, I can do that all day. 100 kilometers an hour. Unfortunately, we run out of speed limits. That's lovely. And the gearbox is lovely. It's a sweet, sweet, sweet gearbox. Hey, listen, Google it, YouTube it, do whatever you want. Everyone that drives this car with this gearbox reckons it's really nice. I just love these cars. They're just not in your face, but when you see them, they're just something a bit different, and they're fun to drive. And it's reasonable for road tax, reasonable for fuel. It's all good news. So, as you can see, I get relatively excited about these cars when I drive them, but there's good reason to. It's a cool looking car, isn't it? And actually, being dead honest, I haven't even had a chance to clean the car yet. This is the condition that it's just arrived with us in. So it's very, very tidy, but we will make it tidier. But it is very cool. Anyway, some of the features I like on the car, I'm just going to show you around it. I think this might be one of the first evenings in a long time it hasn't been super windy. Right, first thing, they have these big, long LED indicators, LED dip lights, LED full lights, LED daytime running lamp, LED front fog light, and why not LED tail lights also. Talking about it, I also think those side markers on the front are quite cool looking as well. And one thing I always find with these is at night time, if you're driving behind one of these, it is such a distinctive shape, because you can see these big LED tail lights, and you have this little side marker over here as well. Next time you see one on the road at night time, you will notice the shape. It's very, very memorable. It just looks really well. Other cool things, because it is a 1.5, it has a side set of splitters on this side and the other side of the bumper. It's also got these nice skirts all the way down the side, and there's more splitters down low on the bumpers also as well. And then you got this really cool exhaust, and it doesn't make too much noise, but it is functional. So there's just a nice hum off it, so when you start the car, you know that you're in something just a little bit different than normal.
But in terms of cruising and all that kind of stuff, it does not drone. It's literally just a little hum when you start the car. So you know you're in something with a bit of power. The wheels in the car are a nice diamond cut finish, and they're a dark sort of diamond cut grey. So on this particular car, it all comes together very, very nicely. And the 1.5s also, the 1 litres and the diesels have chrome, whereas these ones have more of a night kind of setup. So it's all dark. So it really complements all the black on the car overall. So if you look, you got the black skirts, you got the black wheels, you got the black skirts down the side, black skirts along the front, black around the windows, black privacy windows, black spoiler, black section along the rear lights, as you can see, but it works really well together. Up on the roof then, the car actually has 2 rear spoilers. So there's one on the roof which flows down into the one on the bonnet, and actually air flows out of those in a very aerodynamic way. That's kind of how they're meant to be shaped. So if you're still with me on this car drives really good, and it looks really good as well, and features wise are quite good on the inside as well. So let's have a look in the boot. The boot is really big in these. I like these, and I only noticed I like these boots when I started going on holidays in one of these. So you let this across. Now you've got an absolutely massive boot area, which becomes much easier to see when I decide not to be parking in the way of the sun. No, it's massive. Actually, what we used to notice was we'd load up a load of suitcases and all this kind of stuff, and then you could drag that over what you had, and it was flexible, and that's actually the reason. But there's a massive load area on it, really, really flexible. And then up here, you have a cover which covers everything, and to be fair, there's privacy glass anyway, so people really won't see into the back of the car. So if you want, you can drop them forward pretty easily, and you have basically a load area that's pretty much as big as you get in a car style van. Moving around into the rear of the car, there is electrics for windows. There's a chai lock over here, nice brushed aluminium section along through here, tweeter here, speakers here, really noisy crows over there. Anyway, so 3 head restraints, 3 3-point safety belts, ISOFIX over here, ISOFIX over there, armrest in through the centre. Condition is excellent, but it is a 2019 car, so there's no point in telling you how good the condition is, because you'd expect it on a car like that. I'm actually sort of annoyed with this car because we had to get, well actually my partner had to get a car quite recently, so we could not find a 1.5 that was good value like this one that was nearly new, so she actually ended up buying the 1 litre, and I'm raging. If this one was actually, if this had arrived in the time, this would be in our driveway by now, but anyway, hopefully, maybe next year. So anyway, let's see what the front is all about. So electrics for windows and mirrors, aluminium pedals, parking sensors, collision mitigation, headlight washers, which I always think are cool because they associate with an executive car. Lane change warning. So one of these things, the lane change warning, is going to vibrate the steering wheel if you drift out of the lane, and the collision mitigation under 32 kilometers an hour, if you don't hit the brakes, the car will stop you if you're about to impact it. In terms of the driver's seat then, you have lumbar support to harden up the back part of the seat, height adjustment, and the steering wheel, as we saw when we were going for a drive, has rake reach, so it means I can pull it out and push it away and lift it up high and low. So if I'm sitting in the car, this is the type of view that I'm going to have in front of me. So over here I've got, and it's red in the 1.5s, these are normally blue in the 1 litres or diesels, so red in the 1.5, nice and sporty. Fuel, of which there's not much. Engine temperature. After that then, revolution counter in through here, and the turbo meter we saw already. And then using this button here, I can toggle the information, average speed, fuel efficiency, current speed zones, navigation, maintenance, all that kind of information in through there. Steering wheel controls are things like mobile phone and what we saw already for the iMid. And over here then we have cruise control with a speed limiter, which can be speed sign dependent. In other words, if it sees a speed sign, it'll slow you down, or it'll warn you to slow you down. And after that then we have radar cruise, which means we can follow the car in front. When they slow down, you slow down. And we saw there's lane change warning, and there's also an assist. So one of them warns you, the other one actually actively tries to keep the steering dead center if you're on a motorway. If the truth be told, it doesn't technically have to be a motorway, it's just something with 2 lines. USB connector over here, armrest which moves backwards forwards, drinks holder in here, there's the key I was looking for. After that then, brake in through here with brake hold and econ functions and auto stop start, and this sweet gearbox, which is leather, which nicely complements a leather steering wheel. Center section over here then will have a camera which coincides with the front and rear park sensors, climate functions in through here which are all touch and swipe, and after that then we have things like Garmin navigation, usual audio and Bluetooth, and it's basically an Android setup, but obviously you can use Apple phones and all that stuff as well. But the cool thing in this is going to be smartphone connection in through. And with a smartphone connection, basically you're plugging in your Apple for Apple CarPlay or Android for Android Auto, and it takes everything that's on your phone, not everything but most of it, puts it up on the screen, so you'll have apps like Spotify, Google Maps, that's the one that people love, and you can even just get onto Google and say tell me a joke, whatever you want. Headlights are automated on the car, so when you meet traffic they dip themselves, and the wipers are also automated as well. So there you have it. That is one damn cool looking car. Polished metal, 1.5 S design, Honda Civic. Brian is my name. 086 843 1945 if you are looking for a 1.5 turbo Civic and you want something with a bit of value, and even better for you if you have an old car that you want to trade in on scrappage. This is going to be such a winner for you price wise. Fitzpatrick's garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. Family run business in operation for almost 70 years, so if there's any information you want on the car, give me a shout. 086 843 1945 about finance, trade-ins or the car itself. Do give me a call. Hopefully the video is useful, and hopefully this absolutely damn cool looking car is of interest to you.